Welcome to today's Timeless Pick a Card, a mystery message you need right now. Take a deep breath and exhale. 3 piles today. Pile 1 we have Taming the Wind, pile 2 the Time Master, and pile 3 the Holy Mountain. Take another deep breath and exhale. Timestamps will be in the description box. Pause the video now if you need more time to choose your pile. See you at your pile. Welcome pile 1 if you chose Taming the Wind. This is your reading. This is your mystery message. The mystery message that you need right now. This is a timeless reading, meaning that it's meant for you when you see it. This specific card has the number 55 on it, so 5 plus 5 is a 10, which is also a 1. So there's something about fives. Fives is the energy of change, and 1 is the energy of a new beginning. Fives are also about adventure, travel, communication, but also 5th house energy. I'm seeing children possibly. I am seeing Leo energy. I'm seeing business. I am seeing gambling, gaming for some of you. Let me focus on the message that says Taming the Wind. Okay, so something needs to be tamed in your life. Some kind of energy that needs taming. But there's also the sense of feeling like, how do you tame the wind? It seems quite impossible. First of all, it is invisible. Then, you only have 2 hands. So how do you tame something like the wind? So there's a sense here that something needs to change about this starting point of assumption. So there's something about a certain assumption that needs to change, or a perspective that needs to change around an assumption. But this energy is also about clearing your energy. So yeah, you can't really tame the wind, but what you can do is clear the negativity that may be interfering with that wind, metaphorically speaking. So there's a reason why wind becomes chaotic, either cold fronts, hot fronts, warm fronts, whatever it is, but the wind can get chaotic due to a number of factors. And so it's by eliminating the toxic factor here, by clearing and detoxing your energy. How do you do that? Well, there's several ways of doing it, both mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. Meditation helps clearing your thoughts, and you can do physical decluttering of your actual physical body or your space. When it comes to relationships, you can also weed out the toxic ones, and based on how they make you feel, if they drain you, if how much time are you actually giving to each of these relationships, and so forth. But this is a sign that it is time to clear your energy. Okay, so this is something that you need to know and to be present, and that may mean that you may need to pull your energy away from crowds or other people. Okay. What else? Something about Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, the air signs. Okay. You could have an important placement with air signs, such as your Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Venus, Mars, or North Node, Midheaven, possibly. It's a good time for you to write and journal. Organize your ideas on paper or on your computer. Writing will help you organize your ideas, and it will help you know what to clear and how to clear your energy as well. And writing is going to help you put your thoughts into a cohesive form, a way where you're going to understand and where they're organized. Because right now it seems like your thoughts are jumbled, because the wind air also represents the mind. So your mind may be chaotic right now. You may need to clear the, you may need to smudge your surroundings. You may need to clear the air with someone as well, if there was a disagreement, especially if you're coming out of a Mercury retrograde, okay? Okay, what else do we have on this card? for our mystery message. Nothing else for the time being. Okay. May tie into other things that show up here. So let's look at the Astro Dice. I like to do Astro Dice for several reasons. It gives us extra information, but it also gives us confirmation because I do pre-shuffle the cards. And there has been tons of confirmation coming through the dice, showing that there is no need to show you the shuffling. I can save you a lot of time from watching that. But let's see what comes up here. All right, we have the 9th house. And the energy of 9, closing a cycle. That's what needs to happen before you start a new one. But the 9th house is also about spirituality, travel. It's about, you could have Sagittarius in your chart, or someone may. It's about exploring, adventure. Again, that 5 energy, being adventurous, taking risks as well. It is about long distance travel. It could be about teaching, it could be about spiritual teaching, it could be about a spiritual pilgrimage, journey, spiritual journey. It could be about digging deep on whatever subject, or even to get to know yourself. It is connected to psychology as well as higher level teaching and learning, such as university or spiritual teaching and learning. So it seems like you want to dig deep, but this is creating some chaos and confusion at the same time. And now, this is what's interesting, because we have Mercury and Gemini, and Mercury is the ruler of Gemini, okay? And Gemini is the opposite sign in the 3rd house to Sagittarius in the 9th house. So we have the Sagittarius-Gemini axis. So polar opposites, but also the same energy. So where Gemini is about mental energy, it's about thinking, reasoning, analyzing, communicating. The 9th house is also about learning, but deep learning, where Gemini is the energy of, and Mercury of learning surface level, or learning a lot about many things, analyzing things, like very technical stuff, very rational. This 9th house Sagittarius energy is a lot more subjective, a lot more spiritual. Okay, if that makes sense. So compared, this Gemini energy would be the brain, and this Sagittarius energy would be the soul in the brain, and how they interact and communicate. So I'm seeing 3D, 5D communication here. Communication with your soul, with your brain, right? So, and there's some dissonance and some chaos there, because your soul is telling you one thing and that isn't making logical sense to your brain, if that's what I'm seeing here. But you need both, right? You need both to be working in tandem. So there could be a matter of long distance travel, or learning some kind of deep subject, or a big subject such as university. But what the biggest thing I'm getting here is there's chaos created in your mind because of the dissonance between what your soul is showing you and telling you and wanting for you, and what your brain is willing to understand or able to understand. And we have manifestia. Okay, so this could be around the topic of manifestation. So it's like, logically, it doesn't make sense. Certain ways of manifesting don't make sense to your logical brain, because your logical brain says 1 + 2 = 3. And then your soul comes in and says, well, 5 + 6 can very well be 12 in another dimension or reality, or if you add a few miraculous pieces of glitter here and there, right? And depending on perspective. So one is subjective and one is... So there are two components to manifesting. There's a subjective component, and there is then the logical component. So logic will tell you, okay, let's compute. What do we need to do in order to manifest? Okay, we need to reprogram your mind. So what do? You stick with positive affirmations in the present tense about your self-concept and about your assumptions. Okay? So that is computer work. That is the brain. But then in comes the part where you have faith and you believe, and there's depth, there's more than meets the eye. There's more beyond what you can see with your physical eyes, what you can compute with your physical brain. And that is the part where there can be dissonance. So both need to be in tandem so that you can manifest effectively. It's like you need to tame that part of your brain that takes you too far on logic and doesn't allow for faith. Okay, that's the message coming through here, and that's going to help you somehow manifest more effectively. 36, 3 plus 6 is again a 9. So again, see, that is the first synchronicity with the dice and the cards. There you go. We have 2 9s already. So closing a cycle of taming the way you manifest, taming your brain to manifest effectively. The animal. So the number 19 could be relevant as well as the number 1. We have 1 twice now. We have the number 11. So we have master number 11, angel number 11, and angel number 55 here, as well as angel number 99. But anyway, the animal. So this is interesting because we do have, you know, the animal part of our brain, the reptilian side of our brain, that is connected to the animal kingdom, so to speak. And that brain is connected to fight or flight. It is connected to impulses. It's connected to survival. It is base chakra. It is lower chakra. So this is even lower than the brain. This is even lower, obviously, than the 9th house energy. So I would say the brain here, Gemini is representing our brain without considering the crown chakra. When you add the 9th house and Sagittarius energy, we're considering the crown chakra, which gives us a portal, an entry to the higher realms, information downloading, higher information that we will have to integrate with logic and then, you know, send to the lower realms of 3D material where the animal kingdom is, and our instincts and our fears, right? So being able to create stable, solid foundations without the fear. So it's like the dissonance here whenever you are, because when we talk about crown chakra integrated with the physical brain, we're talking about being able to discern what is our ego brain and logic brain of mental, you know, basic computing with, you know, our higher brain, which is our cognizance, clear cognizance, that is connected to our crown chakra, which is connected to how we feel and our intuition. So it's connecting that the spirituality behind working with the brain here is connecting the brain to our feelings. Okay? And when we connect the brain to our feelings and we trust how we feel, that is called following your intuition. And so the only thing getting in the way of you manifesting effectively is, first of all, you may not be trusting your intuition. First of all, because you don't know what it is, or you don't know how to identify it, or what to follow here. Well, it's that first feeling that you get before you think. If it feels good, then it's good. Thinking can come in and tell you, no, this is bad because A plus B plus C, but you felt it was good. And then that's ego and fear interfering. And you know what to manifest because your intuition is telling you, but then your fear can come in, the devil in the mind, that ego mind, and come in and say, oh, no, this is wrong because of this, this, and that, and this, and this, and that, right? But it feels good. Now, it doesn't have to feel good from a selfish perspective where you're going to harm somebody, because you also feel when you're harming somebody, and you're not going to want to do that. That is not your intuition either. That is, again, your ego wanting something rather than feeling good about something. It's two different things here. So the dissonance created here is by your fears or your ego in some capacity, because otherwise your soul knows. And your soul knows how to communicate with your brain. It's just that you need to put out the animal brain to be able to interpret your soul, so to speak. So, we have strength. Okay, that is definitely taming the beast now. Literally. Now, this is not the traditional tarot, but in the traditional tarot, she is taming a lion. Now, here you have a lamb, right? So, it's like, what it's saying to me, being that this is not the traditional tarot, is that you don't even have to tame a lion. It's not even that hard to tame your mind and create harmony with your intuition. It's a lot less daunting than you may think it is. And of course, you know, there's an animal side to you, and you sometimes need to tame that. And that's what this is saying. Tame that animal side that is putting you in fight or flight mode. Unless it's your intuition telling you, this doesn't feel good, this doesn't feel good. And you know, when you do something and you know you shouldn't have done it, but you did it anyway, that was your intuition. So it's the perfect balance here that is needed right now. Because I feel that there's a lot of you holding back because of fear. And there's also a lot of doing things from the ego perspective. I really want this. I have to make this happen due to a sense of competitiveness, for example. That's also not good. It also doesn't feel good, but it's like you have to do it because you have to do it because you're competitive. That's also ego, okay? And I'm not accusing anyone of anything here. Just take what resonates, and if this is not your pile, go ahead and choose another one. Leo, again. See? The beast is behind. The beast is tamed. So you can tame the beast. It's up to you, and follow the fire. Follow your inspiration, your soul, basically. Because fire energy is the soul energy. That's how I read it. And the beast here representing that animal side of that fire energy. But that is tamed. Like, you can tame it, and you can respect it, and you can see it for what it is, and you can even use it at times. But it's the difference in between knowing when to use it. If you're in actual danger, of course, activate fight or flight mode. But most of the time you're not in danger, but you could be living memories of when you were in danger or how you could be in danger. And so having that fight or flight always activated creates a bunch of stress-related illness issues and the release of cortisol and gaining fat around your vital organs and creating a bunch of problems that you don't really need that are stress related. Okay, and that's what they're saying here is don't allow the fight or flight, stress, fear to consume you. Okay? Yeah, 9 of Swords, that doesn't surprise me. That would make you super anxious. Again, that's that fear that is the ego saying all these sabotaging things, right, that keep you awake at night or that keep you in anxiety, that make you feel bad about things that you actually should feel good about, right? Or doing something for the sake of competition that doesn't really make you feel good, but then you're anxious because, okay, maybe you won, but what did you actually win? Was that actually winning? Was that actually success? And that is the dissonance here. And something needs to be tamed around this ego issue here that is interfering with you manifesting exactly what it is that is best for you, that is aligned with the your highest good. Let's put it that way. So death and rebirth, there needs to be a total reevaluation, reinvention here. A total reinvention of how you manifest by looking at what you're manifesting, why you're manifesting. Is this ego? Is this intuition? Is this good? Is this, not such a good situation for me? And we have the Fool here is doing things in a different way, but that also takes courage. And we do have the courage theme here with strength and all this Leo energy here. Scorpio is here, Aries is here, Leo is here, Gemini and Sagittarius are the biggest signs I'm seeing here. But it's like you're meant to do things in a new way. So you're meant to reformulate the way you've been, manifesting here. And there's a sense of adding courage to it with, that part of your, it's adding courage with, and the only way to spark the fear away is to add the courage, if that makes sense, okay? Because this change, whatever this is deep. And it's long-lasting. And it is a pivotal moment in your life where things are never going to be the same again. So it's like, how are you going to do this? But, it takes courage. A leap of faith takes courage. It means that it's moving you out of your comfort zone. It's doing things in a way you've never done them before. So that takes courage. That takes a leap of faith, okay? And that is what is needed. We have home. Yeah, again, there's things that you are very, very comfortable with and you've always been comfortable with, but there is anxiety related to doing things the same way. You are being asked with this 9th house energy to expand. That's Jupiter energy. To do things, to go a little further, to dig a little deeper, to expand beyond your comfort zone, okay? If you want to manifest the things you want to manifest. right? So there is a need for you to really allow yourself to do things differently, even if it seems uncomfortable. And we have ask for what you want. Let the universe and other people know what you need. So there may be an issue here with you feeling that you don't want to ruffle any feathers, you want to step on any toes. You could be walking on eggshells here, afraid that, you know, someone may not like what you want to manifest, or someone may not want that version of you that you feel that is best for yourself. And so you don't let people know what you need. You don't dare to even think that or say it out loud to the universe, but it's time to, because that is how you manifest, is for asking for exactly what you want. Don't include things like, I don't want this, I don't want that, because the universe sees the negations in language as null, void, negative. So if you say, I don't want a car, the universe is going to hear, I want a car. I don't want to be bullied. The universe is going to hear, I want to be bullied, right? So really, really just let the universe and other people, by the way, know what you need, because that is the only way that it's going to come to you. Now, you may think that what you need is one thing if you base everything on fear and ego, and then you may know what you need if you are in touch with your intuition, right? So it's like, what are you going to get in touch with? And it's almost like, you know, you have to first decide what it is that you need and want, so then you can ask for it. You can't just ask for something and then be confused, and then the next minute you're asking for something else because you're confused about what it is you need and what you want. Last card, we have opposition. Yeah, it's like there's a confusion here between what it is you need, what it is you want, what is it that is good for you, what would not be so good for you, and this is creating the dissonance, right? And so the universe is trying to make you conscious that if you're not manifesting what it is you want, it's because you're confusing the manifestation. You will say one thing like, I really want this car. And then you will immediately think, oh, but there's no way I'm going to get this car. You know, like you've already ruined it. So it's about sticking to one affirmation that is positive in the present tense, that you have what you want. You are in the reality that you want, but you have to also know what you're manifesting is feeling good to you. Why are you manifesting this? Is it because, you know, of a sense where your ego is coming in and you want to be best, even if you know deep down it wouldn't make you happy? So these are the questions that may be conflicting within you, but the answer is pretty simple. And this reading is actually calling you out to make you conscious and mirroring back to you that you can turn your obstacles into stepping stones, but you can't make more resistance to your manifestations and obstacles by creating confusion around what is that should be so simple. So, pile number 1, that was your reading. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Let me know how that resonates for you. It was, go ahead and like if you like this video. It really helps the channel. It helps to bring you more. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Bless you all. See you sometime soon. Bye. Till next time. Welcome, pile 2. If you chose the Time Master, this is going to be your reading. So this one has the number 57 on it, so the number 57 could be relevant to you. The number 57 is connected to the 3 of Swords in the traditional tarot. 3 of Swords is connected to pain, betrayal, third-party situations ending badly, someone hurting as a consequence of something or someone else. So it could be that you are experiencing that, or you have recently. And with the Time Master being here, this is saying that time heals all wounds, okay? That is the first message coming through. Time Master is also giving me Saturn, the planet of restrictions in time and tasks and responsibility. So it could be that you're going through your Saturn return if you're anywhere between 57 and 61 years old, or 27 and 31 years old, and the number 57 right there, so that's interesting. Because those are times where you make, or you could just be having like the strong Saturn transit over one of your important planets or houses or whatever, that is having you really discipline yourself about the things that you really want to see happen in the long run. And so there's a matter of time here, divine timing, things taking time, things being slow, okay? But also during these times where things are slow, you're being invited to work on yourself, ask yourself, and be more disciplined and more strategic and more organized and responsible, because the more you do work hard and the more you do organize and strategize and focus on even the material side of things, the more rewarded you will be. The more you let these things go, the more you will experience restrictions in the future, okay? So there is a sense of a limited cause and effect thinking that you may be experiencing. You may be very stuck in the linear, and the linear is elusive, it is an illusion, and there's a need for you to understand that you can transcend this linear reality by allowing yourself to imagine different realities, because if you can imagine them, it's because they are possible. There is still time for whatever you want to do, but time is also of the essence. So don't waste time, and make sure, even if there are certain goals that you don't get to do in a certain amount of time, there's always other ways you can really enjoy your time or make the most of your time, okay? All right. So we're going to look at the Astro Dice now. And we have 12th house, and the number 12 could be significant. Pisces energy as well. We have Scorpio, all right? We also have Venus. So you could have Venus in Scorpio, or Venus in the 12th house, or Venus and Scorpio in the 12th house, but it doesn't have to be, okay? The message here is, if things are taking time, with 12th house energy here, it's because you're being called to explore your depths. And there's a lot of the frustration of waiting for something that is triggering your subconscious to make itself known to your conscious mind. And with Mercury being here, with Venus being here, the more you can explore this subconscious part of yourself, is actually going to help you attract abundance. So it's like, even though in the material world it seems like things aren't moving very fast, there's a lot that's going on for you that you can work on in your subconscious, psychologically even, that needs healing or clearing or acknowledging whatever that is, so then you can remove it, heal it, or do whatever you need to do. So you are creating space and an energy flow for the abundance now pertaining to Venus to come your way, so that you can attract abundance from a healthy mindset, from a healthy soul, from a place that is healed. Scorpio energy here, it's like there's a deep dive, for sure. There's a deep dive into your subconscious here that takes its time, and you need this time. Even though you may be frustrated at some things not moving forward, there's a lot that you are being invited to do behind the scenes, and when it comes to your subconscious, that deep dive is very necessary. So you would definitely benefit from counseling or talking to a psychologist and really getting to know yourself on a deep level, like getting information on yourself, such as in a numerology report or an astrological report or a reading, that kind of thing. Your dreams are also showing you something about your depths. And it seems like this time where things feel very stagnant, it's like you need this time because you're going through a profound regeneration, death and rebirth energy, that is meant to allow you to reinvent yourself in the way that is most conducive to getting what it is you want in the material world. Yes. So if things are taking time, it's to give you the time for alignment, to align yourself. There is a need to align your energy, to heal your energy. You may benefit from a Reiki session or energy healing. The number 18 could be relevant. The number 9 could be relevant. 9 came out in pile number 2, so there could be a message there. Sorry, pile number 1, so there could be a message there for you. 2 dolphins could be a symbol. I'm seeing soulmates here with the dolphins, okay? But it's also about playful energy and being playful. Ooh, we have the river. When I see the river, I think water, I think emotions flowing, okay? Allow your emotions to flow. Allow yourself to go with the flow of your emotions, because they're showing you something about your subconscious. They're showing you something about what needs to be healed, especially if you're feeling sad, okay? The number 34 could be relevant, as well as the number 6. There's something about your spiritual journey, your spiritual growth right now that is very, very important. The Chariot. It's like, yeah, things are slow, but very soon things will be moving. I see up until July, okay? And once they do start moving, it's going to be fast. And the more you can work on your healing and your subconscious and putting things, organizing and being disciplined about that healing, the more you're going to achieve when the time comes to move forward, when the energy is unblocked, okay? There's also something about waiting for a car. I'm seeing something about horses. So the dolphin could be an animal totem. The horses could be an animal totem for you. But there's something about a car. I just see a car. And a motorbike. So I'm seeing means of transportation here. And I'm seeing air travel and road travel now, okay? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancerian energy, Capricorn energy coming through, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, and Libra, okay? But it's like things have been slow, but the time to start moving will be around July, and then once you do, it'll be very, very fast. Things will happen very, very fast. The Page of Cups, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy here. Something about a friendship. Something about a friendship is coming through. And the Knight of Pentacles. Wow. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. We have like all the signs here except for the fire signs so far. Interesting. Slow and steady wins the race. Right now things are slow again. There is someone coming through for you to help you, but it's going to take them some time. It's like if you don't feel like you're getting support right now, it's because you're not meant to get support. You're meant to figure this out for yourself, because only you can do this work to get to the healing part, if that makes sense. There's also a sense that you've planted some really good seeds, or there's no time wasted in your healing, because the more you heal, the more you're planting good seeds that will grow into prosperity in the future, okay? And we have the Ace of Pentacles. So there's a new, stable, prosperous beginning coming for you. And it's going to happen within a 1 month to 1 year's time, okay? So whatever is taking time is to allow the seed to create some really, really strong roots for the future, okay? There wouldn't be no point in you moving forward right now if this thing didn't have the proper roots to put then in the soil. You know, when you have these seeds, and there's a certain proper way that you grow the roots before you put them in soil. So that's the phase you're metaphorically, that's what they're showing me here that you are in right now. And this phase is meant for you to really practice a lot of self-love, because the more you can practice self-love, the sturdier, the stronger your plant, metaphorical plant, is going to be, the stronger your foundation is going to be. So whatever self-love practices you can do are very, very healing at this time for you. And with the 24, 2 plus 4 is a 6, Venusian energy, right? That is abundance. Self-love is going to lead you to abundance, right? So, love life. Okay, something about your love life here, and we do have Venus. All right, so I have several messages here. If you're single, if you are single, there are going to be 3 people coming toward you. 3 people, right? One of them is going to come in fast, and So one of them is going to offer you something. It's going to start as a friendship, and the other one is going to be more solid and stable. And the more you can invest in self-love in yourself right now, the more you're going to know who to choose, right? Or if you're going to choose any of these or wait for something else. If you are, this is just for the single people out there. I'm seeing for singles. And it says the basis of your question involves your romantic life, which is now changing for the better. So one thing you need to know is that your romantic love will change for the better the more you practice self-love, okay? Yeah. The thing that is under the microscope pertaining to the most healing and regeneration that you're doing right now is around your love life, okay? That is what will have the biggest transformation here. And so the more you can plant that seed of self-love, the more positive this transformation will be. But right now, you're being called to reclaim your personal power, to really ask yourself how you are reinventing yourself and what needs to go, what needs to stay, because you're definitely going through a profound process of a death and a rebirth. And it's very intense, and you're clearing a lot away, and it feels like extreme. And this is confirming this Scorpio energy right here. That just flipped, but the Scorpio energy right here. So pile 2, that was your reading. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Let me know how that resonates for you in the comment section. Also, thank you for liking. It really helps the channel, and it helps me bring you more. Thank you so much for watching. Bless you all. See you sometime soon. Bye. Till next time. Welcome, pile 3. If you chose the Holy Mountain, this is going to be your mystery message, your reading. The number 25 could be relevant to you, as well as the number 7. There's something about your spiritual path and something about reaching the top of the mountain. And it's about the journey. It's a process. And it's about taking small steps at a time instead of being intimidated by the size of the mountain and overwhelmed to the point where you can't move, analysis paralysis. Don't stay in that overthinking. It's about breaking the bigger goal into smaller practical steps that you can take daily, okay? Sometimes a phone call is a practical step. Sometimes researching something is a practical step. It's about doing things with your physical body instead of just sitting there and thinking, okay? So someone needed to hear that. And now let's look into more information here with the Astro Dice. Okay, we got North Node. So maybe something you need to research right now is about your life purpose, okay? I do life purpose reports based on your natal tropical astrological chart. You can find my email for that information. We have the number 2 or second house energy as well. I'm also seeing relationships here. And we have Capricorn. So you could have Capricorn in your chart, or Capricorn could somehow be significant. Maybe the month of last week of December, first 3 weeks of January. Or your North Node could literally be in your second house in Capricorn, or you could have your rising could be Aquarius. It doesn't have to be, of course. There's also something about your self-worth, money, work, and being a boss. Maybe it is your purpose to be your own boss and make money with your own business. Okay, I'm hearing that for someone, but the task may seem daunting because it seems like some big feat. But again, if you break it into those small steps, research is really big here. Research is really needed into whatever the business is, a business plan, or even getting to know yourself, to know what it is that you should be doing, right? Okay, now we have furred and feathered friends. Maybe your life purpose is connected to animals somehow, or animals are coming to you as spirit animals and totems and giving you messages. So whenever you see an animal in a weird situation or in your dreams, go research the spiritual meaning, and the first meaning that comes up is what you need to see about it. The number 27, the number 9 could be relevant. 9s came out in pile number 1, so you may have a message there for you. Your animal totem could be the eagle, the deer, the fish, the seal, snakes, roosters, snails, rabbits, hares, white fox specifically, wolves, butterflies, birds, and more specifically the hummingbird as well. Something about animals, or your animals are trying, oh, the lion as well. But your animals could be trying to communicate something to you. And we have the vessel. Something about your body is standing out here, and your connection to your animal side and the animal kingdom and nature. So it's like treat your body in a way that you would treat a machine if you want to work it to work well. So if you need, it may be that, okay, so here's things to consider. Sun, vitamin D, your vitamins, your water, your minerals, sleeping, exercise, anything that pertains to your physical body needs tending right now. It is one of the practical steps, believe it or not, to be able to fulfill your life purpose. You have to have a healthy body. You don't have to, okay? No one's body is 100% healthy, but the healthier you can be, basically. And so that needs tending to right now. The number 69 could be relevant to you, as well as number 6. All right. Because your body's going to support your purpose in some way, shape, or form, okay? Or your life purpose could literally be connected to the physical body, as in healing or anything that involves the human body, okay? We have the moon, so it could be that you're going through some kind of dark night of the soul, or a deep dive into your soul, or your subconscious could be coming out for revision. Or you could be feeling sad or emotional or even a little bit bipolar. You could have Cancerian or Pisces energy in your chart. The full moon is going to be significant. The number 18 and the number 9, again, we have angel number 99, so that is significant. You're definitely closing a cycle here. Queen of Pentacles. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy could be in your chart, but there's something about, again, the physical, the material world. Money coming through, or you're destined to have a lot of money or make a lot of money, or your life purpose involves somehow finances or money or the body, just these material, anything that's material, okay? And it's not just words. It's something that you can touch with your hands. We have the Two of Wands. There's a need to plan, make plans. So I'm seeing budget plan, investment plan, savings plan, expense plan, okay, those Excel sheets or whatever. You need to make a plan. You may want to travel, and if you want to travel, you need to make a plan to come up with the money to travel. Two of Pentacles, you may not have enough money for what it is you want currently, or you may be perceiving the energy as, you may be in the energy of lack, and there is a need for you to have another look at the way that you are manifesting. And are you manifesting from a place of positivity or negativity? And that is influencing what you're actually attracting, because you should be attracting more is what this is showing me, but it's like you need to come up with a plan of how you can attract more. And it starts with positive affirmations in the present tense to manifest that reality. So then once your mindset is right, you can start adding those practical steps that you break up. But this could be daunting, because especially if you were always taught that there's not enough money for anyone, only some people get to make a lot of money, or because you were born under certain circumstances. So there's a lot of self-concept and assumptions about what you believe is possible based on things you were taught or you heard or you believed. So your belief system needs a reforming here when it comes to what you believe is possible and what you believe about yourself, right? You would benefit maybe from watching my affirmation meditation to raise your vibration. It's here on the channel and it's free, okay? So just type in affirmation meditation to raise your vibration, Ether Ascended, okay? Ace of Swords. Yes, there's something about connecting to your higher self and connecting to your intuition and sending out to the universe through your thoughts, your positive thinking, and reprogramming your mind for positive thinking, so you start to enter this mindset of abundance and start attracting in abundance, right? It's about what you think. Again, confirming what I just said, that's where you start. The first plan you need to make is, How do I get myself to thinking the right way to attract this abundance my way? Phoenix rising. Okay, and 32 is the winning number. It is the 6 of Wands energy, so it's about victory. If you do this right, if you start with the positive thinking and affirmations, you're going to rise from the ashes. If you thought you were a failure, if other people thought you were a failure, you're going to surprise yourself and other people. Because you're going to rise above and you're going to come back that much more successful and stronger and glowing, right? It's like I do feel you're going to surprise yourself and others by your next birthday. Okay? I feel by your next birthday, if you do this right, the way you reprogram your thinking, you're going to be surprising yourself and others. Okay? That's what's coming through. Mercury, communication. It's about how you communicate with yourself, and it's about how your brain communicates with the universe. That's going to make all the difference here. And that's where you need to learn how to manifest effectively. And the first practical step you need to take is to start applying those positive affirmations day in, day out. Again, back to the affirmation meditation. You could have Gemini or Virgo in your chart just for extra confirmation. You could have an important life purpose that involves communication that's going to make you a lot of money, okay? Either way, I do feel you're going to succeed at this. So, pile 3, that was your message. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Let me know how this resonates for you in the comment section. If it did not, choose another pile. Thank you for all your likes. It really helps the channel. It helps me bring you more. Bless you all. See you sometime soon. Bye. Till next time.